Okay, next up we have Rory Douglas. He's a financial coach and he's here to talk about debt. So Rory, Julia and I want to know, is there an easy way to get out of debt?
Yes, there's an easy way to get out of debt. The way you get out of debt is, first of all, you have to realize and recognize that your greatest asset is your mindset. You got to have the right mindset, which means not doing the things that put you in debt. So I always tell people that you win and lose by habit. So what I would recommend is that people practice good habits for at least 21 days, because it takes about 21 days to develop a habit and about 21 days to get rid of a habit. So make sure you have the right mindset, which means is a mindset to realize that you're the greatest asset and you don't want to fall in debt. A lot of people get in debt simply because they don't understand financial literacy. That's why you have to educate yourself about finance.
Rory, how does debt affect your credit score?
Well, the credit score by not having financial education and understand debt. In other words, I'll give you an example. A lot of people, they close credit cards, for example. Every time you close a credit card account, it actually affects your credit score. So there's a formula to how you deal with credit. That's why it's important that people start to get some financial education about credit. And there's so much information that's out there that'll teach you and show you exactly what to do in order to not get inside of that.
Yeah, so one of the things is that the biggest mistake people make is that actually at 17 years old, they choose to go to a college that's very expensive and they get themselves into student debt, which you were telling us before this interview is some of the highest interest debt out there.
Yes, the average college student gets out of college with about $25,000 debt. If they're pursuing to be a doctor or a lawyer, anywhere from $100,000 to $200,000 debt. And get this, the average American that has went to college is still in student loan debt in their mid-40s, simply because student loan debt has the highest percentages. That's why it's important that you prepare early before you go to college by not only examining what trade or what particular thing that you're pursuing, because a lot of us are paying for an education that's coming out when a new one is coming in because of artificial intelligence. So you take advantage of local scholarships, also scholarships within your communities also too, that's available.
Yeah.
Cool. And what do you do to fix bad credit? If you already committed all these sins, you went to an expensive college, you have high interest student debt, you're loaded up on credit card debt, and you haven't really paid it on time.
Well, what you have to do, and you start from the basics. You basically start from the basics. I would recommend that you get someone to help you to repair your credit. We actually do something called debt roll-up, but you get someone to prepare your credit to help you start getting your credit in order. But as I said earlier, it's important that you basically have the right mindset about credit and get educated about credit, because a lot of people, you may fix your credit, but if you're doing the same habits that got you into debt, you're going to continue to do the same thing. That's why it's important that people financially educate themselves about credit, how credit works, how credit scores operate. That's what's so, and most Americans are not doing that. We're not educating ourselves about credit and finance. That's the reason why we get inside of debt so easily. And then debt becomes a way of life.
Yeah, Americans can do better.
Yeah, well, thank you so
Rory.
much.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.